Hello, I'm Callum. Welcome back to my Drawing London series. This is episode number 15, and I'm drawing the Neasden Temple. Opened in 1995, the Neasden Temple is a Hindu mandir, a temple built in the Nagara style of classical mandir architecture. The plans for the temple derive from ancient Indian mathematics specific to the task of mandir building. Mandir architects are required to be well versed in the ancient texts of the Vastu Shastra. Vastu Shastra dictates the layout and function of the spaces within the mandir, as well as, most importantly, its integration with the surroundings. From seeking permission from the ground to build a temple upon it, to expressing gratitude after its completion, all mandirs have an extremely important relationship with the natural world. No ferrous metals are allowed to be used in the support structure that could rust, so all of the masonry is entirely self-supporting. All mandirs are built to last over 1,000 years. The importance of nature is expressed through architectural symbolism too. The shikars, the dome tower-like structures on the roof, are symbolic of mountain peaks. The columns, trees, and standing under the central dome inside the temple, looking upwards, is supposed to be as if looking up to a sky of shimmering stars. The exquisite detailing, infinitely intricate and symbolic, is impossible to truly appreciate without experiencing the mandir in person, and is evidence only of the attention to detail, thought and care behind the entire Vastu Shastra tradition. Whilst in the modern architecture in Europe and the United States, we're encouraged now to build environmentally friendly in response to our previous negative environmental impact, in Vastu Shastra, mandirs are and always have been environmentally friendly simply out of tradition. The texts exist to ensure their architects build in harmony of the dweller, the dwelling, and its surroundings. So imperative is this tradition that whilst the Neasden Temple seems already a fairly green building, in one of many further environmental efforts, the community behind it collected more than 7 million aluminium cans for recycling in order to raise awareness and funds. The care behind construction in the Vastu Shastra tradition probably puts a lot of cheap construction to shame, but it is worth pointing out that it's not completely perfect. The more than 5,000 tons of stone used to build the temple were shipped all the way to India and back in order to receive ornate artisanal carvings, so sticking unquestionably to tradition isn't without flaws. Also, the foundation stones were made from 4,500 tons of concrete. Obviously, large-scale building development is driven predominantly by economy, so you can understand why historically the general progression of technology over time builds flashy first and responds to issues such as the environment second. But even without infallible adherence to a tradition such as the Vastu Shastra, we can certainly learn a lot about our own approach to architecture by studying the sheer care that goes into buildings such as the Neasden Temple. The reality is, forefrontal technology is always going to be closely tied with money, if only because developing new technology is expensive. But our own personal actions are always governed first by our own moral compasses. Perhaps by thinking more about our architectural morals, dealing with issues such as negative environmental change can transition from being simply a tick in the green design box to our entire approach to design and building being innately at one with the planet from the outset, as is the case with Vastu Shastra. Surely thinking about our approach to design prospectively can help us eliminate issues for years to come, rather than having to adapt society's entire approach to building retrospectively once it's already too late. Let me know if you think we approach environmental design in the right way in the comments. Please do subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.